Hi everybody, it's Crystal. So how's everybody doing today? I hope everybody's doing well and staying safe. So I just wanted to come on here and show you a little bit of yarn that I got. I'm super excited about one, actually two of them new I've never seen from Michaels. And the other ones I'm super excited to get and make. I'll tell you what I'm going to make out of it. So first off, I do have a tutorial for this hat. Yes, it's quite beautiful. It's one of my favorite hats, and it's reversible. You can find it underneath my hat playlist on my Bagoday channel. I have well over 100 hats. I have almost 900, well, close to 900 at the making of this video, tutorials. I have anything that you could ever want to make, and multiples of them. So please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give this video a like too, if you enjoy. All right, now this is from Hirschner's. I bought this from Hirschner's. If you're not familiar with Hirschner's, I like Hirschner's. I have no problem with Hirschner's, ever. Never had a problem with Hirschner's. But there's not very much in here. But what I bought is amazing. Okay, so maybe many of you have seen these already. Okay, these are from Lion Brand. They are called, they're Sesame Street One Hat Wonder. Now, I did make a hat with one. I'll insert a picture of that right here. All right, that was adorable, wasn't it? But I thought, you know what? I think that they could be more than hats. So I took the original 4 that they came out with, which was Bert, Oscar, Grover, or Cookie Monster, I'm sorry, and who was the other original? Oh, Elmo. These were the 4 original ones that they came out with, and I made a baby blanket with it. I have a tutorial for that. I will insert a picture of that right here. Wasn't that cute? Yes, it was cute. So though they only had those 4 whenever I made that blanket. Now I will put a link to the tutorial to that blanket. So I am planning to do a blanket 2.0 version because they have came out with more Sesame Street characters. It's going to be made a little differently than that one. It's not going to be the same as that, but it's still going to be a baby blanket incorporating all the characters that they have now at lionbrand.com. So or Hirschner's. Lion Brand makes them. I got these at Hirschner's. They have them at Lion Brand too, and other places as well. So for my next blanket, which I'm excited, I'm going to take these back to my other house where I do a lot of my crocheting while I'm watching TV and whatnot, and start on it. So I'm going to incorporate the Elmo, the original OG, Cookie Monster, the original, Oscar, the original one, and Big Bert, the original one. Those are the ones that you've seen in my blanket right there. Remember, tutorial in the description box, or I'll put it in the comment section. The very first comment from me will have a link to make that blanket. It looks like they messed up my order, and they did not send me one. I apologize. They did not mess up my order. I didn't order it because I already had it here. So here are the other ones that I'm going to be incorporating into my blanket. So after they put out those original 4, it wasn't too much longer that they put out Abby. Abby Cadabby. So I bought her, and I've had her for a while. I actually have her. I have a collection of these because, you know, Sesame Street is nostalgic to me, and I love things that are bring me back to my childhood. But anyways, so I bought another one to make the blanket with. So she is going to go into the new blanket as well as those 4 that I just showed you. And then the Count is a new one. He's going to go in the blanket. I already know what the blanket's going to look like. I see it in my head. It's going to be pretty. You're going to want to make it. And then Grover, he's going to go into the new blanket. And Bert and Ernie, of course. It's not a blanket without Bert and Ernie. They're going to go too. So I'm super excited. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is that right? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 Sesame Street characters into one blanket. Like I said, I already know how I'm doing it. I got it all planned out. I'm going to add some white, maybe white yarn with it, maybe not. Probably not very much white yarn. But if I do, I'll add probably white, because it kind of, all of them have white in it, so that's probably the color that I'll use. More than likely it'd be like Super Saver or white Premier Basic, some type of regular acrylic white to go with it. So I'm so excited. So wait for that tutorial. That'll be in February, this month. Today's 2/2/2022. So I don't know how long this video could be on YouTube for years, but this will be on in the month of February. I'm so stoked to do it, to add. It's going to be the coolest blanket you've ever seen. Like I said, you've seen the other blanket. It's going to be made a little differently than that one. It's not going to be identical to that one. So, different, but still super cool. All right, that's enough. So that's what I got from Hirschner's. And then I noticed Michael's had some new yarn. They had yarns that I couldn't get because they were in the store only. And I live an hour away from Michael's, and I have not been there since before COVID started. It's a far drive. Well, I consider that a far drive. I live in a rural area, so my Michael's is in a little bit bigger of a city. And I just don't get there much. And like I said, I haven't been there since before COVID. I would like to get there and get their new yarns that they don't sell online. I don't know why they don't sell them online. Some of them they do and some of them they don't. I got 2 new ones that they sold online. Some of them were in store only, unfortunately. So I was not able to get those. But I'll show you the 2 that I did get. And we could check them out and I'll tell you about them. Now, these were this came from michaels.com. And like I said, they do have other yarns, but you had to go to the store to get them. They had to be available at your store, so. And I live so far away, so I didn't get them. Okay. 2 new ones. All right. So we got, this is the first one. Eco tie-dye, made from recycled acrylic. $9.99 a ball. At the time I bought this, it was buy one get one half price. So let's go ahead and look at it. Now, they had quite a few colors of this online. It is that twisted effect. I'm not a huge fan of the twist yarn. It depends. I do like the rainbow. It's extremely busy, but I do have a project in mind for it. But there is something I see right now, right off the bat, as soon as I open the box, that nothing bad. It's just something that I think that this. Okay, so this is Eco tie-dyed, made from recycled acrylic. It is 5.3 ounces, 75 meters, 150 grams, for 82 yards. So 82 yards. Now, they classify this as a jumbo number 7. That is not a jumbo number 7. That, to me, is a bulky 6-weight yarn. And that's what's unfortunate, because I'm going to make a basket out of this for February as well. But a crochet basket, I didn't get enough, because I was thinking that it was one of the jumbo number 7 yarns, you know, the big thick ones, you know. And I thought 82 yards, you know, it could be. I just don't think I have enough. I'll have to buy more. I didn't buy enough, I don't think. But anyways, it's still pretty. It's scarfable. That hat there is not really my style. It's really busy. That's why I think that I'm going to make a basket out of this. Like I said, I'll have a tutorial for it. It'll be on the month of February. The classification to me is wrong. It's definitely not a 7. It's a 6-weight yarn. But like I said, it feels good. The color I have here is called Out of Sight. It is out of sight, man. It is some pretty dope looking yarn. I do love the rainbow. That's super cool, isn't it? It's dope. All right. So, see, even the recommended hook size is a 9mm. That's not something you would use with a jumbo number 7 yarn. It's just not. They have this classified all wrong. To me, they do. But that's okay. It being a jumbo number 7 would have held up better as a basket versus a bulky 6, which is kind of unfortunate as well. I'll just have to use a tighter stitch. That's what I'll have to do. It is a hand wash and lay flat. They've been saying that on a lot of yarns lately. But otherwise, other than the misclassification, it's a bit fuzzy there. It is recycled though. I don't have a problem with it. I think it's going to make a, like I said, a dope looking basket, but it's just, I just didn't buy enough to do it because I thought it was going to be a thick yarn. I don't know. I guess I should have known by the yardage, but I like it. And you know what I'm going to make with it. And you will see this month of February, it'll be a basket. I might have to buy more though. So it might, I don't know what time in February it's going to come out, but it'll be a killer basket, won't it? So that is a new yarn. I like it, even though it's got that little twist. When I say the twist, it's that, you see that? And those are not always my favorite yarns, but this one's cool. You know, I wouldn't use it for anything like myself, particularly. Like, I wouldn't use it for anything that I would wear because it's way too busy. I think it's just busy altogether. But I thought a basket would be appropriate with it. So enough of that one. And then another new one that looked really cool to me, although it does look kind of busy as well, but it is roving. And I love roving style yarn. If you don't know what roving style is, or chain spun yarn, or any of that stuff, if you check out my channel, I have a playlist called Yarn 101, and I have yarn videos on there that teaches you about yarn weights and what roving means versus chain spun and stuff like that. You could check that out as well. Okay, so this one is called Cozy Watercolors. That's pretty. It is very pretty. Made from recycled plastic. Now, before anybody says anything about that, some people I have mentioned before yarns were made out of recycled plastic, and they're like, oh my gosh, I would never wear anything that's made out of plastic. Acrylic yarn is man-made yarn from plastic. So, in case you didn't know that, it is. So, if you wear acrylic, which acrylic is great for garments, you're wearing plastic. All this is it's just recycled. So it's that much better, I guess. Trying to save the planet. Eco-friendly. Again, this was $9.99 US dollars a ball, and I got that sale there. So this is 145 yards, 5.3 ounces, 133 meters, or 150 grams. This was made in China. This one's made in Turkey, but I don't have a problem where yarns are made. The color is called a Majestic Wave. They had a lot of pretty colors, but I thought this one was the most subtle. I thought. And let's see. It's 100 recycled polyester. Okay, polyester again is a man-made yarn. So when you look at the man-made yarns, most of them are made with plastic and other things, but yeah. They classified this one as a bulky 6 weight, hand wash, lay flat. So they say now this one is a bulky 6 roving style. You know, that could be a thinner 6 or a bulky, a thicker bulky 5. But as with roving, it goes, that's the nature of it. It goes from thick to thin in different spots. So some spots you'll see a lot thicker than others, might go down to like a 4 weight. Some might go up thicker to a real bulky 6. This is really leaning towards a thicker bulky 5. I don't know. That's just what I would think of it as. Of all the yarns I've used, I probably would have classified this more as a 5 weight and this a 6 weight as versus what they classified it as. But I don't hate it. I think it's a pretty yarn. Here's something worked up with one of the colors. I don't really know what. It's busy. It's busy. But it's pretty. See that? What will I make with this? Probably a blanket. That's probably what I'm going to make with it. It is roving. It is scarfable. So I think this is going to make a beautiful blanket. So those are all the only new yarns I have to show you today. So I want to ask you a question though, and you can let me know in the comments. If I did not make a blanket with this, what do you think it would look good as? Remember, it's going to be very busy. What would you make with this one if you had it? And what stitch would you use? Like I said, I will probably make a blanket, and I can probably tell you, I know the stitch off the top of my head that I would probably use with it. But what about you? What would you make with this? And if you knew it, what stitch do you think you would use? So that's my yarn haul. You can expect a blanket out of this, probably a basket out of this. I'm just very disheartened that it's not a jumbo number 7, and I can tell that it's not stiff at all, so it's not going to hold its shape as a basket. I'm going to have to either add some plastic canvas around it. I'm going to have to use probably a tighter stitch or stiffen it somehow. I will stiffen it up, but anyways, nonetheless, it'll be a basket. And then my best project that I think, this is going to be my greatest project of all, is my Sesame Street blankie. Oh, remember to check out the one I've already done. And if you want to make my new Sesame Street blanket that I'm going to have out the month of February, I can't tell you when I'm going to have it out, but it will be out this month. It's not going to be the same as the old one, but it's still going to be a blankie. You might want to pick up all these characters. Hirschner's has them all. I don't know. Last time I checked, Lion Brand was out of Bert and Ernie, but super excited about this. It's going to be awesome. So those are going back to the other house with me, so I can make that blanket. And like I said, I'll be adding some white yarn with it, probably Premier Basic, or that's for the blanket, or some Gel Man's Big Twist or something. I'll probably just throw that in my box. That's, any 4-weight acrylic, that's kind of soft, just to add, I'm going to use with it. So that is 3 tutorials, some new yarn there, and then Sesame. 3 things are so cute. I got tape on me. It's snowing all over outside here. I love it. Anyways, so that's it. Remember, let me know in the comments what you would make out of that blue yarn, because if you guys think of something better than a blanket, I might do it. And look for those things that I told you this month of February. Also, if you didn't see, I did go to a little bit of yarn shopping at Walmart last night, and I picked up some yarn, and I told you a few more tutorials that you can expect for the month of February with the yarn that I bought there. So if you haven't checked that out, please do. And remember to look in the comment section or the description box for the link to that baby blanket, if you want to make it with the original 4, or if you want to wait for the new one, the 2.0, with all of them, or if you want to make both, you can do that too as well. That's even better. I do not have a tutorial though for the hat that Evelyn is wearing in that picture. That's just a basic double crochet beanie. Actually, I do have a tutorial for that. It's not going to be made with that yarn, but I do have a tutorial for a basic double crochet beanie that I will link in the description box, that you can use these on for a child. Okay, so look below for the tutorial links. Sorry this video was a little bit too longer than I anticipated, and I will see you guys on my next video. It's always great talking yarn with you. You know that I love you all, and thank you guys for joining me. Remember, tell me what you would make with this. And I also want to know, are you going to make that Sesame Street blanket? Are you going to make it with me? Let's make it together. Let me know. I just keep talking. Will you want to see that Sesame Street blanket as a crochet along? Or you just want me to do it all together? Yeah, now that's a good question. Now that, my friend, is the question. Do you want that Sesame Street blanket to be a crochet along? Or do you want it to be me just to make it and then put the tutorial out and you guys can do it? You let me know in the comments. All right? I'll think about it, okay? I love you all. Stay safe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.